Aloha, this is lesson 238 from A Course in Miracles with Hope Johnson. On my decision, all salvation rests. Father, your trust in me has been so great. I must be worthy. You created me and know me as I am. And yet, you place your Son's salvation in my hands and let it rest on my decision. I must be beloved of you indeed, and I must be steadfast in holiness as well, that you would give your Son to me in certainty that he is safe, who still is part of you, and yet is mine, because he is myself. And so, again today, we pause to think how much our Father loves us and how dear his Son, created by his love, remains to him whose love is made complete in him. And that concludes the lesson. So, on my decision, all salvation rests. Now, at first, this could look like a burden, right? It's like all salvation rests on my decision. But really, this is a recognition of your holy power. Okay, this is a power that doesn't come from forcing yourself, it's just willingness. Choosing again, choosing for salvation, is your strength. And trying not to choose or not realizing that you do have a choice to make here turns out to be weakness. Because the choice that you end up making by default is the same one you've made to prop up the world. So you stop waiting for the world to heal. You stop waiting for brothers to behave differently. You even stop waiting on God. Someone asked me yesterday, why wouldn't God just come in and just fix all of this? Well, that's not how creation works. God creates you. God created you to be free. You're even free to deny that God is. You're even free to deny that you're created whole and holy. You're free to prop up a world that engenders fear. And you're also free to choose again. You're free to choose differently than you have been. This is a simple remembering that you can decide for truth now. And in your decision, the whole world is healed. Look at these lines. Father, your trust in me has been so great, I must be worthy. Can you feel the truth in that? The creator of all reality trusts you with his Son. Because you are his Son. You are his Son. That means everyone that you get a perception of, that is you. Everyone who seems to be out there in the world, that is you. So it's not like your identity is in question here, but your memory of it is questionable to you. Every time you get a perception someone's doing something, this is how it works in my own mind. Like I'll get a perception, oh, it's this way. They look at me this way. They think of me this way. And it's simply remembering I have a decision to make here. My salvation and all salvation, everyone's salvation, rests on this decision that I make. Am I going to choose to see that person's behavior, that person or their behavior coming from outside of my mind, like I didn't just cast it? And this is where it kind of the comedy comes in. It's funny. It seems like someone's doing something to me. It seems like someone's treating me a certain way, or someone's perceiving me a certain way. Like I didn't just make that up. God remembers this for you. God remembers the truth for you because God knows He has one Son. He continuously holds your holiness for you, untouched by any of your dreams. It says, you created me and know me as I am. You don't have to strive to know this. You're not created to become something. You're only created to extend what you are. You are the love of God, and that's what you extend. You extend the love of God. When you're not doing that, you're upset. But even that doesn't undo the truth. When you're not extending the love of God, nothing's going on. You're also perfectly incapable of lack of love. So when you're not extending the love of God, you can say you're dreaming and nothing is happening. Your mind is actually blank. Doesn't affect creation. Creation still goes on perfectly. Nothing is happening, but time is wasting in a dream. That's all. It says, and yet you placed your Son's salvation in my hands. This isn't a solitary task that you have to carry out. It's not like that. A lot of times people feel pressure about this. It's an invitation to remember that every brother is your very own self. So salvation isn't a mission that you carry for others. It's actually the recognition that there are no others. No one outside your mind. No one who isn't still in God. So to forgive your brother is really to reclaim yourself. Saying it in this way, on my decision, all salvation rests. It's another form of forgiveness. It's just another way to say forgiveness. It's another way to look at it. So to forgive your brother is really to reclaim yourself. It's how we look with Christ's eyes. Seeing no sin to condemn. No guilt that needs any punishment. And no future to be afraid of. You become the demonstration that it's only love returning to love. It says we pause to think how much our Father loves us. Pause now. Did you let yourself feel it? This isn't about how much more must I do. It's how deeply I'm loved. So loved that God's love isn't even complete without us. It's not complete without you. You know, in a dream, we say us. Like there's more than one. In a dream, we're perceiving this multiplicity. Whenever you hear us, let it remind you. Whenever you hear we, and whenever you hear us, let it remind you that there's really only one of us. There's really only one we. You're so essential that without you, there's no creation. And it's only in you that love remembers itself. It's only in you. So today, we're not trying harder. Again, you've probably seen that this is a theme, but the reason it's a theme is because the ego always bases any kind of success on trying hard, doing something. There's nothing to do. It's about accepting what's already given. Let yourself feel that salvation is not far from you. It is so close. It's not a distant event. It's not a cosmic intervention. It doesn't have to do with planets lining up or anything like that. It's always now. It's a decision that you make now to see what Christ sees. You are the light of the world. And the world is waiting on your forgiveness to wake up from the dream. That's why A Course in Miracles says, how many people need to wake up before the veil of illusion is lifted? I'm paraphrasing. I did not memorize it. And turns out it's only one. It's only you. You're the only one that needs to awaken for the salvation of the whole world to happen. So look at the idea like you're waiting on someone else to come, to change. Or maybe you're waiting on a certain planetary alignment. Or maybe you're waiting to perceive yourself as being more holy, more advanced, more spiritually advanced. This is where this thought comes in. On my decision, all salvation rests. And let that soften your doubt, your self-doubt, your self-condemnation. Remember, all doubt, all condemnation is self-doubt and self-condemnation. Bring it to the truth. On my decision, all salvation rests. So twice today, AM and PM, and each hour. Oh, what a lovely homecoming. I get to decide. I get to decide. It's my decision. It either saves everyone or condemns everyone, because there's only one of us. So have a beautiful remembrance. I love you. Ahui ho.